that was very significant. So one thing I would say about Coach Gruden before I introduce you to him is really three things. He loves the game. He's been around the game his whole life. Loves the development of the game. Cares about people, and he's a leader of men. And so it was really admirable that to leave the booth and the comfort of talking about the game and becoming a media personality to going back into coaching shows how much you love the game of football. So I always have a lot of love and appreciation for Coach Gruden and the impact he made on me and my life and many of our teammates who are now doing a lot of great things. And so from now on, I just want to introduce you to my coach, Coach Jon Gruden. Take it away, Coach.
All right. Well, thank you, Roman. You're a good man, and I got a lot of great memories of you as our left tackle. Thank you to Charles Davis, and it was great listening to Hall of Famer Bill Pulley, and that's a tough act for me to follow, but I put a presentation together. I want to challenge every one of us now to pick up our effort as we come out of this pandemic, and let's get these young kids out on the grass playing. The hardest workers on your team have to be your top players, or you're in trouble. You know, I was filming a video drill here at the end of practice. We have a young tight end named Darren Waller. We picked him up off the Ravens practice squad. And after practice, I remember seeing Derek Carr working on a jet stream seam red zone post. And they probably threw 8 or 9 of these to the right. Then they threw 8 or 9 of these to the left. They had a backup tight end, simulated release. Waller fought back to his landmark, crossed the corner's face. Ball was thrown on time accurately. And it's funny how a lot of the hard work that Waller and Derek Carr put forth paid off exactly like they worked it in post-practice drills. Encourage your best players to do work after practice. Encourage them to do a little bit more before practice. That visibility, if you're a great player and you're putting in extra work, it's going to impact everybody else on the team. But the one thing we have going for us in Vegas right now is our hardest workers are our best players. If your best player isn't your hardest worker, call them in your office and tell them it's time to pick it up. When it comes to the Raiders and just my number one, I remember showing different plays to our players over the years. Lack of effort and supreme effort. This is a friend of mine, Giovanni Bernard, when he was playing at North Carolina several years ago. Now he's with the Bengals. And this is just an example of a late game play. Carolina throws a pass on a little snake route, and the receiver's going to take it in for the touchdown. And there's a Duke Blue Devil that turns it on here. Just a great effort to strip this ball. But had it not been for Giovanni Bernard and his effort here, following the play and scooping up this fumble and winning this game, North Carolina wouldn't have been in a bowl game. But there are examples of effort. You got to find them, and you got to show them to your players. You got to drill effort, and you got to make sure that they understand that's the foundation of football. Next thing I'd like to talk about is our quarterback. And I don't think you need to have Peyton Manning. I don't think you need to have Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson. Our program is all about the quarterback. Whoever the best guy is in the building, we have to make that man successful. And I've been in places where we didn't have a great passer. I've been in places where we didn't have a quarterback that could run. But we put together an offense that was all about the quarterback. Whoever your quarterback is, you got to make sure that the entire coaching staff, everybody's on board. We must make this quarterback successful. And Bill Walsh said it when I was with the 49ers a long time ago. If the quarterback is successful, we'll be successful. If the quarterback is unsuccessful, we got no chance. And Bill Walsh, he did it with the 3rd-round pick, Joe Montana, out of Notre Dame, and he did it with a Tampa Bay Buccaneer reject and a USFL cast-off named Steve Young. But he believed in those guys, and he put together a system that was very demanding and very specific to their skills. So I kind of took that with me over the years, and everything we do is about making our quarterback successful. If he's successful, we got a chance every Sunday. So the way we interact on the sidelines, what we do during the week, It's all about Derek Carr. He has some input in what we do. If he doesn't like a play, if he doesn't understand a play, we'll change it. But I encourage all you out there to get your arms around your quarterback. Let him know, hey, I believe in you. Our coaching staff believes in you, and we're going to get the most out of you. It's going to be exciting. But you want that quarterback to show up on game day with a look in his eye like, hey, I'm going to play great today. We're going to shred you. We're going to get after your ass. And I just challenge all of you to reach out to your quarterbacks. Mike Holmgren, when he was in Green Bay, he taught Andy Reid and Mariucci and I, hey, look, what we see on film is what you coach. We got a lot of plays in our offense. We're guilty of having way too many plays. You know, the media's on my ass anyways. I don't really care. We got a lot of plays. We got 2-back sets, single back sets. We got no back sets, bunch formations, trips formations, unbalanced line, read options. We got a lot of plays. Now, with that being said, we got to formulate drills for all of the core plays that we have. Some of the plays that are going to be in every game plan, we got to formulate drills for those plays. Every drill that we do is based on two things. I'd like you to think about the drills that you're putting your players through, and what are you basing them on? We base them on two things. Number one, what happens the most in a game? And number two, what does this guy need to work on? So every drill that we bring to our players has those two things in mind first. With Derek Carr, a lot of time spent with our quarterback. He has to have a lot of no-step throws. It happens a lot, and when you watch us play, we throw the ball in the pocket a lot more than most teams. And a lot of times the pocket, it gets hot back there, and you're not allowed to step through throws. There's too much congestion around the quarterback. So this is a no-step throw right on the money. You even might have to throw a long post pattern without a step. You know, maybe you got a blitzing middle linebacker. We're on the fringe. We don't pick it up flush. Derek can't step through the throw. This is something we got to practice over and over and over. And it's easier said than done. And fortunately, we've got some really cool video, HD video, right side of your screen, number 93 is beating down on the quarterback. No step throws. You still have to maintain velocity and accuracy. And these are things that we do. We'll put a couple coaches in front of the quarterback. We'll fire a shotgun snap back to him. And you watch our two coaches retreating like linemen that are getting overwhelmed. And it forces Derek to throw that ball to an intermediate target accurately with no step. We do this a lot. We'll do it over and over and over again. I know our offensive coordinator, Greg Olson, on the left, he was with the Rams prior to coming back with us in Vegas. He's a horrible left tackle, but you get the drift. No step throws, standing in the pocket, and throwing the ball accurately important. The other thing we do is we'll lay out 5 bags, and we'll have Derek straddle the bag, and we'll give him some directions, left and right. He's got to keep the ball numbers high in a throwing position. We'll clap our hands and ask him to make a sudden no-step delivery from an awkward platform to his left or to his right. And it's a good conditioner. It's also a good, I think, turnover mechanism, ball security. But no-step throws from awkward body deliveries are a big part of our game. And we'll do this over and over and over again. So that's one thing that we do with our quarterbacks. The other thing is we've tried to emphasize improvement in our scramble drills. We got to deal with Mahomes in Kansas City, and you see Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson and Justin Herbert. They're getting a lot of unscripted offense, so we've tried to work on that. And we try to spend more time on our scramble drill work than previous years. There's an old saying, time spent, value received. So, we start looking for Derek to drop back and beat you with his arm, beat you with his preparation, and then beat you with his improvisation. And we got better at that this year. I think it was our best year making some unscripted plays. And not only is it for the quarterback, but it's for our receivers. You know, our receivers have to recognize the quarterback is in trouble, and we need to uncover. And there's going to be linemen now, very talented linemen, defensive linemen in hot pursuit. You're going to have to make some tough throws to your left, to your right, vision downfield. It's a big part of winning football games. So we needed to find a way how to practice this better. And again, sometimes you're scramble to throw the ball. Sometimes you scramble to get a first down on the ground. And both things need to be emphasized in practice. So one of the things that we did is we would get 4 of our receivers after practice. We'd put them in a green, a yellow, a blue, maybe a red jersey, different increments in the red zone. And Derek would start his drop. And just like you saw those Buffalo Bills, that's me and that's Greg Olson. We get our conditioning in. We take off. We chase this quarterback. Greg's a little quicker than I am. But as that quarterback moves, it forces our receivers to move with the quarterback. And then they've got to track the white line. They've got to get 2 feet in. And then I'll yell out a color. Red. I'll yell out yellow. I might say green. But we do emphasize receivers moving with the quarterback. We'll give them different rush entries. And again, we'll do it in the red zone. We'll do it in the regular field. But it's a good post-practice conditioner. And it's also good for our receivers to track the sideline. And when I look at this tape, I realize how old and how slow I really am. But it's a good drill. It's a fun drill. Think about how you can practice with our receivers. We've got a young receiving core in Vegas. We took Henry Ruggs in the first round. And 2 of the best plays that Derek and Ruggs made last year, beautiful plays, were incomplete because we didn't get 2 feet in bounds. And every time I challenge a play, the league office always disagrees with me, so it pisses me off. But we got to do a better job this year with Ruggs getting 2 feet in bounds. And I remember back in San Francisco when I was there, every day Jerry Rice would get 2 feet down, over his left shoulder, over his right shoulder, and then in the end zone. I got to get my line drills, man. Make it harder on me, coach. Make him work the lines. Okay, then Terrell Owens, then J.J. Stokes. Every day, your receivers are responsible to walk the chalk. And have fun with it. Make it hard on them. And make them get 2 feet in, not 1, even though those are the rules. The other thing I like to do is, I hope you're having fun. I'm just rambling through my tapes here. Look, 65 to 70% of our pass offense in pro football, not just the Raiders, is after the catch. I watch college films. I'm seeing more bubble screens. I'm seeing more bubble screens and quick screens and tunnel screens than I've ever seen in my life. And a lot of the yardage is after the catch. So when we get Josh Jacobs, our young halfback out of Alabama, we want to see him go to work on a sideline drill. So we throw a wide flare or a flat route. We'll have coaches 5 to 6 yards apart with bags. We don't believe our running backs, our tight ends should get pushed out of bounds. I don't think they should run out of bounds. I don't think they should step out of bounds. We want them knocked out of bounds. So we make them work the sideline drill. We call them sideline drill exhibits. And they're really, 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 really important to us. This is our fullback, Alec Ingold. He'll be a Pro Bowler soon. Sideline drill exhibits. Make it important to them. Get excited about the sideline exhibits, especially if it's on their sideline, you see, because it happens in the game. We're going to run Spider 2 wide banana. If you get my address, send me your address. I'll send you a Spider 2 wide banana T-shirt. Fullback's always the primary. But what are you going to do? You going to have a sideline drill exhibit? We want these people to feel us. All right, physically on the sideline as we continue to work our yards after the catch. You got a lot of plays in your offense. I can't wait to see some of them and steal a few for our offense. But just challenge yourself to become a complete football player. Be more versatile. Gain a little knowledge. Help them do it. This offseason, man, it's critical. Time spent, value received. Okay? We have a young tight end named Foster Moreau. If you're a Raider fan, write his name down. Foster Moreau, LSU, young tight end. he's going to be a great player opposite Waller. But our guy here, Foster Moreau, he's got to learn, hey, man, I got to learn how to do a power two-step. I got to block the 6-hole on our two-back power plays. Not easy. And then you got to go to Chicago. You got to block Khalil Mack on the backside of these hard play action passes. So you got to be a great run blocker. You got to be a very, very good pass protector. Takes work. All right, we got to drill these things. I tell Foster Moreau, you got to improve as an intermediate route runner. Okay, and you got to improve as a vertical seam runner. There's the road runner drill. Derek Carr looking off the free safety. There's Moreau. But we're trying to reinvent Foster Moreau. We're trying to make this guy a star. I want to see him become Rob Gronkowski. That's what we're trying to do. And you know what? You might take all three of your tight ends at some point and line them up out here like wide receivers. And they got to be able to handle all the blitz checks, all the audibles. And Foster Moreau, you just can't be a blocking tight end. You have to be a weapon like Kamara. So we're straining ourselves to make this young guy a star. And we're having a lot of fun. And this kid's never had more fun playing football. For blockers for 4 defenders. And we want to make a call. And we want the center to the blitzing backer or stop through. We'll make sure. Then we come out there a week later, maybe we got pads on. And now it's live. There it is, a 4-man blitz off your right side. So we need the center and the right guard to communicate, hey, we got the first down lineman and the first, second level defender that blitzes. Leave the second one for the back. Right tackle, you stay on the $10 million pass rush. We need this young halfback to slide across and make that pickup. That's well done. Well done. Well, sometimes they bring a stinger, a safety off the edge. Then the next day we got to tell, hey, the center's going to the mic and the halfback's got to learn to scan across and pick up